Hi guys, it's Andy here, and I thought you might like to meet Samuel, the subject of so much of our updates lately. So here he is. You want to say hi, Samuel? Okay, he's being charming, but not speaking much these days. Yeah, so I just wanted to also spend a little bit of time in this update, as you heard on news of transitioning out of Jordan for Samuel's health, of sharing a little bit of our last couple of months in Jordan. It was actually a really good time. Obviously ended with a bit of a crisis and crisis management and having to leave Jordan so quickly. But we actually had some really good times there. One of the things we were trying to do is establish the new team you might have heard us talking about or writing about, called the Fire and Life team. And that went really well. It was a really awesome group of people, and those guys are going to continue meeting and as after we've left for fellowship and encouragement, and so that was really good. Yeah, so the Fire and Life team is just an awesome thing we got to kind of launch, and we know will continue and bring life to a lot of people doing a lot of cool ministry. And and I also had a great last 2 months, the best I have had with short-term teams. We had some teams come out from Fire and Fragrance Ministries in Kona and in Turkey, and also some teams from New Zealand and Cambridge in England and somewhere else that I'm forgetting. And with a lot of these teams, I got to do training in how to do supernatural street ministry in Jordan, going out praying for the sick, giving words of knowledge. And a lot of them really embraced it. And I took them out on some outreaches together, and we saw a lot of stuff happening. We saw many healings, many right words of knowledge, and many positive encounters. So I wanted to share a couple of highlight stories from those times. One time, I think it was two guys and I were passing by a shoe store, and one of the guys got a couple of words of knowledge that were guys in there that had knee pain or back pain. And so we went in there. There was 4 guys working in the shoe shop. There was no customers. And we asked, does anyone here have back pain or knee pain? And 3 of the guys had either knee or back pain. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but kind of difficult to see as we prayed whether they're healed or not, because none of them had that pain at the moment. But actually, then the guys went back there later, and one of the guys had been healed, and the other guy wasn't healed, but he was like, why wasn't I healed? So they prayed for him again at that time. But it was really encouraging to see so many right words of knowledge that like 3/4 of the people in the store had the problems that we got a word of knowledge for. Another time we visited a coffee shop, and I just felt a word of knowledge for the guy there that maybe he had some kind of chest problem, and he was saying he was actually having allergies. And so we prayed for him right there. Obviously allergies are difficult to tell if it's healed necessarily in the moment, but he said that he felt like a burning in his chest, and he felt a peace come over him, and he was clearly really impacted by what happened. And actually a couple of the guys that were with me got to have some follow-up with him, and he was just a super open guy. They got to share a lot of the gospel with him. So those were two of the better stories from my time personally. But other guys saw a person with a broken arm healed right there on the street. Had lots of opportunities to pray for people and just minister to people, and it was really one of the best seasons for that stuff in my whole time in Jordan. And it was cool for me to see, looking back now, that I was just sowing seeds in so many people, both in missionaries and ministers of the gospel, to encouraging them to do this stuff, and also with local Jordanians. And Samuel would just like to say thank you for everyone that helped with financial costs, that prayed for him, that encouraged us. We really felt your love and support and prayers and generosity in a tough situation, and we are so blessed by this little guy right here.